Hi, how you doing? My name is Bill. I'm starting a YouTube channel, and I'm going to be focusing on diode laser engravers, CNC machines, and 3D printers. I've been doing this for roughly around 4 years, and started out with a Ortur 5-watt laser. Used that for a while, cracked the lens, didn't know much about it, wasn't able to get it to work anymore, so I bought a Ortur 10-watt laser. Used that for quite a while. Made a lot of different signs and coasters, slate coasters, all kinds of stuff on that. And then I decided I need a little bit bigger, so I went and got a Burn Lab A20 Pro. That's a 20-watt laser, diode laser, and that does much faster, bigger cutting, bigger wood. I did buy the extension kit for both of those machines, so I do have a much bigger work surface area than what a stock one would be. The problem is, with a bigger bed, it takes a lot longer to do because you want a bigger project on it, and then you're looking at quite a bit more time to do the jobs. If you're an impatient kind of person, the bigger beds with these smaller lasers they really do they do take some time, but they do put out really nice quality. Now, what I started out with a CNC machine. It was a small little 3018 one. It took me like 8 hours to put together. It came in a box that just nothing was put together on it. Did a couple things on that, a few things on that, got my feet wet with it, found out that I really do enjoy doing these kind of things, and that's when I upgraded it to the laser machine, because you can do what, at the time, what I was thinking, much more variety, different of materials and things like that. So that's why I went ahead and started going to the lasers, diode lasers. Like I said, over the 4 years, I've done lots and lots of signs and bamboo pens and slate coasters, anything from 3mm wood up to pine wood to oak to just about any kind of material, cypress wood, any kind of material that you can kind of put together. It does come out real nice. But it's like anything, it is a learning curve. You do have to practice and practice and practice. It's always good to watch YouTube videos. There's a lot of folks out there that really do put some really good content together that really can kind of help you out a little bit. But most of those folks, they tend to get to once their channel gets going, they bump up to different, more expensive lasers, and much more than what I can spend on any kind of machine. So I stay to the lower end quality ones, the open gantry ones, not the closed ones. I don't, I know safety with the blue diode laser, but it's pretty okay as long as you get your glasses on and you're not staring right at that thing there. You should be fine. But these other channels, they tend to go and start getting these machines, and they jump up the price ranges that most of us cannot afford to get. So I'm going to try to put this little channel together that's going to kind of work over some things that you can do with these smaller, 10-watt, 20-watt CNC machine, the Jimitsu 4040 Pro. Reno, it's a real decent machine. I've only had it now a few months now, but I really do like it. It's much better than that 3018 that I had. It's a lot bigger bed area where you can do bigger signs and make some nice things with it. So I'm going to keep on going with that and learning that. It's a big learning curve when you're dealing with CNC machine compared to a diode laser. Diode laser, you just pretty much got to make sure it's focused right, and you go ahead and go. CNC machine, you got all different variables. You got speeds and feeds, and you got different bits and different things that you have to try to go over and figure out. And it's a much bigger learning curve than what it is with what I feel from doing this for quite a while, off and on, like I said, for about 4 years. It's a much bigger learning curve with a CNC machine than what it is with a diode laser machine. There is still a learning curve with the diode laser. I'm not saying that there's not, because there surely is. But to me, from what I found and what I see, and the stuff that I've been able to put together and produce and do, and I'm going to drop a few pictures down here, some of the things that I've done over the years, just a few. I won't bore you all too much with it, but I'll put a few things down there to show you the quality stuff you can do with a laser machine compared to like a CNC machine, or vice versa. You know, you can use a CNC machine and a laser machine and use them on kind of in the same project, and you know, do some stuff with the CNC and the other stuff you can finish up with the laser machine. So it's a lot of stuff you can do with these things, but you do have to practice. You do got to work at it. You know, you're just not going to pick one up, open it up, take it out of the box, and be like, oh, I'm putting this stuff together. It does take time to put these things together, and it's a learning curve, and it's something that you gotta, you know, be willing to put the time in. Like I said, there's a lot of people out there that do go over a whole lot of stuff on how they do work these things and how they do create these things, and the different softwares and different programs and the different everything with that. You can find anything out there on it. But I'm going to kind of touch a whole lot of that kind of stuff on there with the diode laser, the CNC, and a little bit of my 3D printer that I have over here, the Engravers M5C. It's a real decent machine, lower end budget, but it does produce some really, really nice stuff. So I'm going to put a bunch of stuff together and just go over the things here and see what we can do and what we can't do. Like I said, I'm going to drop a few pictures in here, let you see some of the things that I have done, I have been able to do. And like I said, it took a while to get them. The first ones, I was like, wow, okay, this is nice. But then the more you go and the more you do and the more you learn and the better you get, your stuff gets much, much better. Your progress gets much better. Your projects get much better. The things that people, you know, look and think and see about them, they all get much, much better. So it is time, and it is a lot of work, but it's a whole lot of fun. So you jump on here and let's see what we can do. We're gonna put some stuff out there, and if you like what you see here with this here, give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments or some kind of things like that, just give me a few comments. I can look at them. Can always use people's advice. And that's over all the times that I do these things here. So it's not just for this video. It's whatever videos I am going to put out here. You know, anything you see that can be a little bit easier, a little bit better. Absolutely, always looking for tips and tricks on other stuff, my own self too. But I'm going to put a bunch of things together. I'm going to have a little fun doing this here. This is something totally new to me. I've never done this kind of stuff before, so I'll give it a try. Hopefully y'all like it, and we'll see what happens. All right, thank you much.